Hello?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when they're... This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
380. 46, come on. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Carson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Let's make no bones about it.
Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it with Bell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Second and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, time. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving him nothing.
On 1st down, Powell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll try and run it into Bell. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch it, man.
They'll run. This is Powell. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that did.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. That's a gain of 9. Brings up
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Wilson, they'll run the screen with Carson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
Hand me some of that, please.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Powell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field.
Turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go again with Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Ficken's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Neville Hewitt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Neville Hewitt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And an alley to run. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And Dixon has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's not new.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14
Hold on,
game.
Mr. Ricardo.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.
Yeah, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the
me and my man Le'Veon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell, and for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A give to Bell. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
This isn't Mutt, bro. I can't play Mutt right now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA
This is just regular,
Sports.
The fucking
From
76
Seattle,
overall Jets.
So long, everybody.
I'm just out here whooping these kids' ass with these Jets, bro. I'm telling you, man. Shit is serious business, dog. My man Le'Veon Bell had 178 yards rushing, dog. What do you have? 174. I threw 2 passes the whole game, bro. 2 passes the whole game, Ricardo. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Look at that. I'm out here mobbing on these kids. I'm on a 6-game win streak right now. Let me say, he's probably gonna come out with the Dallas Cowboys. You know how many times I beat the Dallas Cowboys today, bro? Not even funny. I don't even think I lost to Dallas in like the last 2 days, bro. And everybody plays with them.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Houston Texans. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson.
Oh, my God.
They find some open field here. And they're going to have
Bro, that
this
was my
across
pick,
midfield
dog.
and
I
inside
fucked
the
that money
45.
up.
A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, respect
When
that.
you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going
Give me
together
that.
as
Come
one
on.
unit
What the
downfield.
fuck?
A really nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's
Come
knocked away
on,
and incomplete.
bro.
Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Mr. Hyde, he enjoyed playing across the pond over in London. 19 carries, 160 yards in Week 9.
You're going to play with me, ain't you?
Yards in a game since 2016 when he was with the 49ers. On 4th down, Watson.
Oh, my God.
This is Johnson. He's got it. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown.
Got me, bro. Good
and
shit.
they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Okay, I like your attitude, nigga. Have that same energy, though, fuck boy. Have that same energy.
Carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon
Let's
Bell.
go. Let's go. Hurry up.
Markevius Mingo in that time
Let's
on
go.
the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Take 3. 218, chop.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here's Hyde. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And an alley to run. Carlos Hyde. See you later. 30, 10, 5. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the Texans push further out in front. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right, and he is in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Pick me up. Here we go.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the job becomes... Darnold. And he will fight his man for the first time. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 57 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that trims the lead down to 9.
Yo, you ain't sending me none of that cigarette, though? Huh?
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal.
All right,
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run high, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, escaping the pressure right. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Push him back. Push him back.
They're going for it. It's Watson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 23-yard run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd down, Carlos Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now a run with Hyde. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And they are going for it. Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the day.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brandon Copeland leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 53 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Stop your
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. On first down, Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 25 on second down, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
On fourth down, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're over.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. Third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, Watson, flushed out right. Open man, the tight end fells. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack on first down, Watson flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll try again with Bell. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll try and run it in with Bell, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Watson's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Finding Fouls complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. To Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Set. 19.
Today's final score, Texans 25, Jets 20.
Yo, why don't you pull out the fucking bed, bro?
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
21. 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Bell. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Yo, what's going on, man? Welcome
8
to
yards
the
the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yes, man.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Go! Travel.
They run with Powell. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Keep playing. Move your quarter.
On 2nd down now, it's Powell, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On the counter, here's Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which have to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 49ers 4-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
boy. 56. Check, 56. You go tight. Hey, lady. You got tight right there.
Powell takes it from Darnold. Long drive here, 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Breida. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ps4 able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
56, right there, 56.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 35 on second down. Darnold, he's going to run. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 65 yards. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what
and that's caught inside the 35. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 46 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, here's Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
But think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Coleman. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
11 yards there. First down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Darnold completes it. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Lady.
They'll go again with Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Right there. 54, right there. Hey, 80. Yeah. Hey, watch that. Check
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And he will find his man for the first time. Demaryius Thomas. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now a first down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. 57 yards, and the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 68 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be taken short.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming.
Hey, 1 set. Check, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.